I couldn't find enough vegan influencers out there who had the musculature that I wanted, but I became that person.
I am vegetarian since birth. Since 6 months, I am trying to be vegan. How long I can continue if I am into strength training? Does result hampers or you have muscle loss and all? I have seen lot of controversial clips and all. What are your views on vegan diet?
This is quite the question that I have a lot of experience with, and it's an awesome question, so I'm happy that you're asking me this. Let me first eliminate the misconceptions about having a vegan diet, because there's a difference between being vegan and being on the vegan diet. So I would say that for 5 years, I was on the vegan diet. But if you're vegan, that's a different situation, because when you're vegan, you are against the killing of animals or the mistreatment of animals. So therefore, you will not eat any animal product or drink any animal product at all costs, because you have a strong belief in the fact that animals should not be harmed in any capacity. So if you have that type of belief and that type of drive as to why you're vegan, then I would say that should supersede anything else, because at that point, you're going to do whatever it takes to continue being vegan and not have any animal product. Now, my question to you is, are you an ethical vegan or are you just on the vegan diet?
I'm on vegan diet.
Okay, so I was on the vegan diet for 5 years, okay? And I did the vegan diet for health purposes, okay? And I also did the vegan diet because I was telling myself, there's no way I could have muscle and still be vegan. I was looking on social media. I couldn't find enough. I found a few, but I couldn't find enough vegan influencers out there who had the musculature that I wanted. So then I decided one day, stop telling yourself that you can't have muscle as a vegan or on a vegan diet, and why don't you become that person? So I became for 5 years. It took me some time, but I became that person. The vegan diet is a diet to where if you're eating the correct way, when I say the correct way, meaning we're talking about being a gymmer and being able to perform. If you are looking at your macros, your protein intake, your protein quality, if you're combining your plant-based proteins, then you're getting a full amino acid profile. So you're getting the proper amount of protein that you need, and you can perform well in the gym. However, what I've realized is when I went back to being non-veg, I was able to eat less carbohydrates, and my body composition was able to form in a way that I appreciate more. So with my body composition, I was able to burn more body fat because I was intaking less carbohydrates. The amount of calories that I was intaking was less. My protein quality was a bit higher. But again, I started the journey, one, for health, which my health was fantastic when I was vegan, or when I was on the vegan diet. And I've since gotten my blood results, every 6 months, now being non-veg, and my blood results are just as optimal. So this is why I ask you, and you've already answered, why are you doing the vegan diet? Are you doing it for ethical reasons, or are you doing it because you want to improve your health? You want to improve your health. So the answer to your question is yes, you can build muscle. And if you want to continue on the vegan diet, I say make sure you do. Just keep in mind that it's important. You more than non-veg people, it's very, very important that you get your adequate amount of protein in, you get the carbohydrates and fats in, and you make sure you keep that balance consistently. And you can be a very good-looking, athletic, and healthy vegan.
It's great. I will continue vegan diet henceforth. It was I have a lot of doubts. Now doubts are clear. Thanks, Ty.
You got it, Mac. Thank you for those questions.